أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر The prayer. This is what they taught of prayer. You pray in your distress and in your need, that you might pray also in the fullness of your joy and in the days of abundance. For what is prayer but the expansion of yourself into the living ether? And if it is for your comfort to pour your darkness unto space, it is also for your delight to pour forth the dawning of your heart. And if you cannot but weep when your soul summons you unto prayer, she shall spur you again and yet again through weeping until you shall come laughing. When you pray, rise to meet in the air those who are praying at that very hour, and whom save in prayer you may not meet. Therefore, let your visit to the masjid be invisible, for naught but if you should enter the masjid for no other purpose than asking, you shall not receive. And if you should enter into it to humble yourself, you shall not be lifted. or even if you should enter into it to beg for the good of others, you shall not be heard. It is enough that you enter the temple invisible. I cannot teach you how to pray of words. Listen to the messages of Anu, from the Elohim to the words saved when he himself utters them through your lips. And I cannot teach you the prayer of Yam, meaning the seas and the forests and mountains, but you who are born of the mountains and the forests and Yam can find this prayer in which thine into days which are thine also. We cannot ask you for aught, for thou knowest our needs before they are born in us. You are our need, and in giving us more of thyself, thou givest us all. But those who know, pray this prayer. Our Heavenly Father, for you are of the all, and you are in the all, and all is in you. You're head of the 300 Igigi, of those Anunnakis who are still in the skies. O most holy, your name is found amongst the holy ones in the Anunnaki of the heavens. For you were to name all the things that were brought into existence. Blessed is your name, O most holy. Your name is found amongst the holy ones, the Anunnaki of the heavens. For you were to name all the things that were brought into existence. Blessed is your name. Nothing and no one can give you a name, for your name is of the all. You have been appointed Anu. O Anu, your kingdom will come, and what you will and ask of us will be done on earth, Tiamat, just as things are done in the heavenly skies amongst the Anunnaki. We ask you to please give us the breath of life each day where we rise, and we will procreate as you wish. And forgive us if we disagree, as we forgive those who disagree with us. And protect us from those who disagree with us. And protect us from the evil ones and their temptations. For you are the ruler of all kingdoms, and all power is yours, and the glory forever and ever. And we know that you have appointed one of the Yahwehings, your own grandson, Adonai Tammuz, as our shepherd. And we have all that we need. As you and the Anunnaki declares, verily we have given you all the abundance. So pray unto your sustainer and offer. Verily your enemy shall be the one cut off. His seed will be cut off after 6,000 of the outer fields of green grass. 6,000 years from the most holy day. He let us rest in the outer fields of green grass and leads us to the quiet pools of fresh water. He gives us new strength. He guides us in the right path as he has promised. Even if we go through the deepest fears of death, we will not be afraid because we know that you are with us. Your flails, rod, and your wise protects us from disagreeableness. You prepare a table for us where all our enemies can see you welcome us as an honored guest upon your ship and fill our cups to the brim. We know that your goodness and love shall be with us all of our lives, and your house will be our house as long as we exist. Page 589. Tablet 9. The ass and the camel. 19 times 5 equals 95. The Hierophant. Lo, now coming soul to soul. Being in the world of this new day, face to face, can I find in them one good and honest person? I look back and see 76 trillion years of their time, yet we count here by our time. They beseech time to become as we are. They wish to come forth from it trusting. They are a kind that clings to the last end of the ray, light of the prism. O hope giver, give them hope. At this time, not one of them talked of or even knew what was to come into being. For the nothingness, the shadow hour is before the daylight and the light of the sun. There was light from the Creator and his host. First, it was just ideas of metaphoring into the thought. Then on it becoming air pockets. They taught themselves from A to A, sharp to D. This music is virtuous, and it is wonderfully manifesting in the ability to keep a grateful spirit in the heart of pilgrims coming to the navel of Tiamat, the earth. They grew only because of the life force within them, rendered them by you. Time nor growth can stand still, and that's some of the children of change. No mother would be pleased with the maturing child if by day to day, year to year, she saw no change in its growth. In tenor or low C or high C, the red note sound to be. This spirit, it hears, it sees, it smells, it tastes, and it feels. Perceive all things by your own eyes, giving you from his pot of gold. Only 5 pieces of gold per mortal mind. Yet you seek out the ways of Azaz just to do his will, to do disagreeable acts. It is easy, but to do agreeable acts is very hard. You are just like fish caught on the bait, hook for his music, swooned to his will. I following behind the others, marching downward to the earth. Taste of the seedless fruits, sweetened with his leprous sugar. Candy sweet to taste, begetting cavities that burn into the heart. The gluttons find themselves by way of greed to be fed in his sweet shops. Oh, I knew. Let this man smell his sweet scent of the burning carcass as the incense on your altar. They seek him out. Hell for them. I can't tell. Made by trickery to partake of a fruit so good to seekers of power. But let us seek after only the musk of the mouth of the fasting one, O Ahmad.
You must realize that all of your life you spend in stress, and you must come to control the flow of blood throughout your soul.
Mm. Call them to the musk or rose, the sweetness, a guardian, yet they feel the warmth of lust hid so deep in their chests. Birth pains are calling home. Let him enter with his mate. If it be in pleasure's name that two played life's manifesting and the world returning you and these mates. These are the instruments used to play life's manifesting in the world, returning you and these mates. Just hum. Wah, el, wah, moon, el, wah, hum. Oh, the hymn, the harmony, the melody, and rhythm. not necessarily in that order. O Father, created thee, and in your small solar system, sound, life, and light waves. Every part of your body vibrates. Each attracts to the other. Yet able are you to respond to seven distinct tones as represented by the seven tones of the scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and many of their vibrations being both in major and minor planes. The Ha'ala, aura, composed of vital energy of mental bodies, all on seven colors or moods that changes continually with each being's emotions. Be ever watchful with a close eye of his highest power of spiritual, which is termed here in the holy tablets, the will. O yielder, O merciful, how fast it is developed from kun, exist, to a word faya, and to its mate kun, meaning existence. From this was all flesh created. Therefore, it is most necessary that of each I teach of himself how to tame it. It has been made known to him before now. It must come from within to put it into practice geometrical matter. They are now composed of, O ruler, how many will want to rule one body? A symbol of an outer and invisible sign, one earth of an inner and spiritual reality. Symbols veil secrets, holding beautiful mysteries. A symbol of an outer invisible sign, one earth of inner and spiritual reality. Symbols veil secrets, holding beautiful mysteries. All forces of your molecules, of which particular kinds of things are composed, and always moving, never being still, always vibrating to some greater or small atom. Electrons or corpuscles are all moving and living together. It is either holding hands between forms of vibrating energies called matter, right hand agreeable, left hand disagreeable. The poles are a pair of opposites. The all is and yet is not. If you have faith in other than the oneness of Allah, who has been appointed as your one deity, Tammuz, Yahweh. Suddenly I wondered on my first perception of all this, light and dark, being poles of the same with arteries extending from the heart, feeding it truth. Remembering my arrival, I stood upon a lofty hill. As I stood upon that lofty hill, admiring the sea, the scene, the air was cool, and yet it was never still. The grass was ever so green. Above the clouds, watching them sailing in the sky this very special day. In a distance, low singing birds went flying by and gave me words to say. Listening to the flowers and the breeze as they dance in the glade, observing the beauty, the golden leaves under the trees, I laid wrestled in the shade, coming closer, crystal waters, rushing in the stream, was rippling with a silver beam, having so much fun. The bee was the pollen, and their wings were the flying to their homes. Yet closer ants and other creeping things was busy at their homes. Raising back to a human height makes even one like myself wonder how such things came about. The willows at the river banks and the fools that breathe and yet doubt. I remember the planets so high, moving in outer space, each one in its own universe, never losing its place. Wherever they are is where they should be. I thought of the numerous suns sharing their light with Tiamat, Earth and the moon on her unusual course, and how she's the key to birth. I remember how this universe began, yet who made it? We all pondered. It's an accident. It's no accident. And mortal nor Anunnaki could create such wonders. Oh, Anu, ruler of rulers, this handiwork is thine. None other could create such things, master. To thee I resigned. Then a sound, the same sound, scale the same scale. Starting with C, you'll move upward until you reach another C, and so on. I was here, yet not here. You were there, yet not there. Yet we are not composed in his eyes. You're ever coming and ever coming to and fro at the same time. Think, one of our servants traveling Tammuz as Yahshua, traveling on an ass from one city to the next, willing to give his life to save them. The Israelites of the tribe of Judah only. They cast the palm leaves under the feet of the ass named Nuaka, upon which our Holy One Yahshua sat. Remembering the palm, remember this rider, and forgetting the Nu'a who carried the weight. Never could we, like Abraham, son of Terah, and Nu'mah, allow the willing to be sacrificed in that way, substituting the lamb for Isaac's blood, as we substituted the deceiver Judas, who was possessed by the evil one, who is the symbol of the ram for Jesus' blood, son of Mary and stepfather Joseph. Yet even now they wish to claim the right of his passing. Never did they crucify one servant, but they worship in remembering the palm. How many a holy one shall be brought to our last supper and an ass forgotten? Question mark. Think again. Think yet again of our servant coming to a city that he had to sacrifice, riding on a camel named Qaswa from Mecca to Medina, deceived by his own. And we spared the sacrificial lamb, El Rabbi Ali, the Lion of Allah, who is remembered to this day. For El Rabbi Ali was a willing sacrifice for Rabbani Ahmad. Rabbani Yitzhak was a willing sacrifice. And Rabbani Yeshua was a willing sacrifice. The whole of the children from Rabbani Abraham to this day are willing to be sacrificed, but none will die in that way. The very doors of heaven will open, and the enemy, O seed of Kadmon, your time is at hand. The vortex will open. They hate you, for you are the chosen of Anu. Come and gather under the shield of Abram. Pray together. Stay together. Build together. Play together. Fight together. Rejoice together. For great is your reward in the garden of delight. Look for the real true Messiah or Messiah or Masih to come and save you. Oh, Tammuz will return in the great city craft, coming down to earth out of Orion. How many are righteous upon returning home to Islam, forgotten by the very families that persecute the sent and sent them away? Yet a few millions light years away, I was sent just arriving now. How could they not see with all the light, knowledge of things by all the holy messengers and prophets, seers and master teachers that was sent? Can I return back to Ritz, or must I stay here on Timat?
لما كنت في سودان أنا سألت أمي أبي وهي قالت يا ولدي يا ولدي
arrived in a star craft, but they forgot me. Those that came with me stayed for a short time. I sacrificed peace. And how many? Because you, with all your bounteous generosity, want so much for them. Can I return? They lack so much in feeling, but they want so much to feel. Infinite remembrance, yet forgotten by their own will. Never have they looked truth in the face. Never can they face the truth. They talk of what they should see. They should see what the physical eye. They ask to overstand you by physical means before they'll have faith. Oh, forgiver, forgive me forever saying such earth-like things. For if it were in my hand, everything be the first day of spring. Every day would be joy. They need love for everything other than themselves. They have room to love everything save you. If they only but knew. Test them as you tested us. Oh, hey. Let's remove the air they breathe out of this world within minutes. Waiting 1 second and then 1 on to 4. They will glorify on breathing your name. I knew.
Not eight.
And that has been the reading of Saturday, July 27th, the day of the decision makers. Holy L's Holy Tablet, Malachi Z. York, many names. Page 589, peace and blessings be upon him. Through 594 will resume. But they will. My will be done with that. To obey. It's been a journey. I'm going to go back and listen to it. That's the reason why I am passionate about it. Because it's coming from the Grand Master Teacher.
My dreams by any means. The love possesses more than sex and flesh. Put your love to the test and let my thoughts progress. Feel it in your inner chest, so that my thoughts can rest. Mr. Wop, you're the queen of my dreams, by any means. The love that you possess is more than sex and flesh. Put your love to the test, so that my thoughts can rest. Feel it in your inner chest, so that my thoughts can rest. Rock back, cherish the days, blessing the essence of your body. Present Egyptian must left the evidence and subtractiveness. The missions of the system's feminine impression. The rest of beauty manifested, hold the title of living. Mr. Wop in the Western influence. Pleasure in the thoughts we sought up on. Order in your womb, even tuned with the most highest desires. Giving up the scope and inspired. The holy young, devoted fantasies on it. Shape, holding, holy God, truly gifted. Lifting the spell, giving what is hell. Alphabet, mother, Ninty, Yosemite. Olive tone, flash, moving and dash. Rest of the seven heavenly praise. Ninty,